our President Museveni, has expressed his readiness to seek another term in the 2026 presidential elections. Wait, hang on a minute. I thought it was Muhoozi project, MK project.
What was also that's just a thing that hit my mind immediately. I'm like, okay, what has all these bars and all these movements and campaigns of the MK movement been about?
So is that happening or not happening? What's the deal there? Well, he's been quiet lately, so I don't know. Has he
and he
received
a
memo?
He has been so quiet, and I guess he got a briefing, and they told him,
yo,
come down.
Party's over.
Calm down. The party's
Pack it up.
over. I still want to keep driving this car.
Well, yeah, it's true. He has expressed his readiness to seek another term in the 2026 presidential elections. Last Thursday, he mentioned that, he's got physical strength and that he's still got his stamina, which he said was the reason that young people are still calling upon him to seek a 7th term in office. The president was addressing thousands of students from different schools who are part of the patriotism program at the Kololo ceremonial grounds. And in his speech, the president implored the youngsters to take charge of their lives and guard against temptations that would jeopardize their futures. And he gave the example of himself, who at age 79 is still in perfect health. This, he said, was because he does not drink alcohol or use body-weakening drugs.
But honestly speaking, at 79, he has been, I guess he's among the longest serving presidents in Africa. He should be among the top 3 or top 2, something around there.
Yep.
But one would ask himself, what is still there that this guy wants to achieve, that he wants to accomplish, that he hasn't done in the past 30-something years?
I don't know. And of course,
power.
Not too many people are thrilled with that. The conventional wisdom has it that a president need not be there for too long because, you need to pave way for new blood, new ideas, young people who have the energy to do things. Now, for his part, he claims he's got the energy, so he wants to keep going, right? Now, for me personally, so I'm not too much of a political person. Like, I'm not rah, we need to change, we need what. Not because I like him per se, although I do find him funny. Funny guy.
He's a funny fella right there in his age and everything.
I find him to be a hilarious dude. But like in terms of how the country is being governed, I'm not of the view that anyone else would do a particularly better job. Yeah.
All right.
I'm very doubtful of that personally. Now, this is not to say that therefore he must stay president forever. This is me just saying I don't really care.
You don't really care. That is to say, you don't feel anything would change
if he's there or if he's not there.
Gets into that place.
Actually,
but yeah, I get your point because the structures in Uganda messed up.
They're kind of messed up, and to be fair, he's
whoever
partly
comes in would still also going to feed off that same kind of
the same dysfunction, which he has played a role in putting in place. To be honest,
also just like you say, I'm also not so into politics and everything, but what has all this MK movement been about? Like, people were so optimistic that okay, we may see some change, even though it was going to be like some hierarchy or something from dad to son. But I was also assuming that come 2026, maybe he's going to step down and let the guy go on the card of NRM.
That's what I thought, but I guess Jose going to have to wait till next time.
I saw a video that was very disturbing of the president of Cameroon, Paul Biya. They caught a glimpse. He was mic'd while at the US Africa Summit. And here is the guy. He comes. He was on the panel. He was going to address a huge he was going to address a huge congregation around there. But while they caught what he was saying on mic, and he was speaking to the panelists around there that, am I going to speak to all of these people? Why didn't you let me know? I really don't know anything about this. You didn't brief me. Then I'm like, this is a guy who's in his 90s.
Can you imagine?
90s.
Well, that was an embarrassing hot mic moment, but
like they say, is it absolute power,
corrupts absolutely.
Yeah. So,
well, in his case, I guess he's also just fed up and tired.
He's tired, but he doesn't want to let go.
See, that's the problem with our politics, and power in general. Once you get a whiff of it, you just don't want to let go.
And I think you also saw the other videos. Our deputy, is it our third deputy or second deputy prime minister?
Ours?
Yeah.
What did he say?
no, very sick, aged and so sick.
Oh, Moses Ali.
Yeah, Moses Ali. Yeah. But still holding in there, and I'm like,
yeah, man, it's like a lot of our...
No wonder our service delivery in the country is very, very, very poor.
You see, I believe that at some point you have to let go. So, and you might say, well, shouldn't that apply to other things as well, like in music and entertainment? If you look at many of our rappers, a lot of them don't want to retire. If you look at many of us in the media, we also are yet to retire. And I've been thinking about that because I saw an interview with Andre 3000, the one of the members of Outkast, the rap group. And they asked him, why aren't you releasing more music? And he said, I'm 48 years old. I have nothing to rap about. I've said everything that needs to be said.
After all, I've done everything. I've said everything. And still, if he's to rap, I doubt if he'll be able to please a generation that is out there of late. And
exactly.
Kind of industry, so.
And if you notice, like even a lot of the aging legends, I think in a way they kind of sound corny. Like you see Eminem. Eminem is he's over. He's 50 years old now. Eminem. Yeah. And then he wants to wear a baseball cap and sneakers and jeans, and he wants to rap like he's still a gangster on the streets.
On the streets, as though he's still in, those West Coast.
I mean, come on, man. Yeah, you were cool when you were young and you were speaking to the angst of the youth of America.
Well, that's why Jay-Z just, put a chill and is so much into business.
He's just, I mean, once in a while he may drop a track.
A feature or something.
Or a feature, just to,
But so literally, retirement is key. Retirement is good. When it hits that stage where you feel you've done the most.
Yeah. So that's it, man. So, and for us in the media, we also need to start thinking about that because when I look around the media landscape in Uganda, I also see...
is different, don't you think so?
It's the same.
It's the same.
Yes, in that...
Because if you're a politician or maybe if you're in the media industry, I believe the way things turn out or the way things are done are totally different. Be age-based and everything, how long you've been in the industry. I feel it has a different approach. Because I have a feeling someone who's been in the media industry for as long as he wants.
Well, I mean...
there's a guy on YouTube. He's a radio presenter also as well.
On YouTube?
But he puts his...
He puts his radio show on YouTube. Who's this?
Is it the Big Boy? Is it Big Boy?
I don't know. Because there's lots of guys out there.
He's a guy into the rap, the hip-hop culture and everything. But he has been doing it for a long, long, long time.
Okay.
He's in his 50s, actually.
Oh, I know the guy. I forget his name.
Bald head?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's a radio guy.
But he's still doing it up to today.
Doesn't Steve Harvey also have a morning show?
As well. Steve
and he's like,
also,
he's like almost 70 years old.
True. That's another great example right there.
Yeah, but then, so don't you think young people need to also have a voice? You're a young guy. Don't you want to have a voice?
True. But the thing is, if these same people that have been in for a long time would also maybe create the spaces for these young people, you just walk along. If you feel you still want to do what you do. But now when it comes to politics is based on results very much.
Okay, so you think that when it comes to politics, they especially have an obligation to not hang around too long? And for other private ventures, entertainment, music, you think it's really up to the audience to decide?
Yeah, it's up to the audience.
When it's time for you to hang your gloves?
True.
Well, if you say so, then maybe I'll just maybe stick around too for a little while.
We still need you on these hours right here. Still need you.
Yeah, well, do stay tuned. It is the Fatboy Show on RX Radio. More great music continues.